Sponsored by the Mike Morris Law Firm. 855 Mike wins. Jason Carr Live starts now.
Hello there. How are you? It is Friday. You made it to the end of the work week. Congratulations. You are number one.
Number one.
Wait, you're not sad.
No, we're on. 800 people. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, let's jump into it.
4-year-old barber, a young boy in Turkey, is following in his father's footsteps by becoming a barber. Recep works in his father's barbershop, giving haircuts to customers both young and old. He says he wants to be a barber like his dear old pa when he grows up, but he's already well on his way. He's been working at the barbershop for 6 months. Despite his young age, he's already got big talent. People, I guess, request him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would request him once and then make sure there's someone there to fix it.
Once. I would request him once.
Pretty neat. Now, actually, when I was in Turkey, I got a haircut, and they had this cotton swab that they dipped in alcohol, and they lit it on fire, and then they smack your ear with it, so it burns off all your ear hair.
What?
Yeah, it was amazing.
I'm not even mad. It's amazing. Hashtag 420 tweets cause backlash. A Minnesota Police Department tweeted a number of photos yesterday saying undercover operations in place. Discreet traps have been set throughout the city. As you can see right here, Doritos, Grand Theft Auto, Cheetos, Flamin' Hot Cheetos, no less, Mountain Dew, Battlefield. You've got a cop with a net. White Castle.
Yeah, they sent out 2 of these, so here was the other one.
Well, backlash was immediate. Besides stereotyping, Twitter users felt the police are making light of sending thousands of knowingly harmless people to prison and forcing them to pay exuberant fines. Exuberant fines or exorbitant fines?
Exorbitant fines.
They're not too exuberant to pay those fines. Here are some of the best Twitter responses. Oh, turn you down. I'm trying to mute this darn thing. I won't mute. What do we have here? At Wyoming PD, that's a chill joke about how you knowingly imprison harmless people for an arbitrary excuse. Wyoming PD, yeah, it's so hilarious that people lose their entire livelihoods, families, and freedom. Real knee slapper, that one. Shouldn't be arresting stoners to begin with. Should be looking for, actual criminals. Shaming people and then trapping them into the prison industrial complex is sick and gross. This is why people don't trust PDs or cops.
Well, then the police responded to a lot of those and just said, all joking aside, substance abuse is a real issue, and we use tongue-in-cheek humor to bring attention to those issues. And here's some, resources that Human Services offers. But it kind of caused some, is this really something you're going to joke about? Happy 420 is what they're wishing everyone. Is that really what the police should be putting out? I don't know.
It's kind of odd. Not quite as odd as this. Can you get a shot?
Oh, boy. All right, we'll do that first.
Does the camera work?
Yeah.
See, the reason why John's exasperated as opposed to exuberant is that he's sad John today. Sad John.
It's really good.
I drew this while waiting for John has to do all these final preparations before we go on the air. And so I turned him into Sad John because he doesn't have Jake here to help him, so he has to do everything himself. Sad John.
Looks just like me.
Well, close. That's my rundown. A new line of super high-tech weed vending machines debuted at an expo in where else but Vegas this week. American Green has been making smart vending systems for weed since 2009 and claims to be one of the largest cannabis-related public companies in the United States. Customers need a smartphone to use the machines to be properly identified before making a purchase. Thank you, Leslie. I love that coffee mug. Mine? They must be talking about the one that my daughter did for me.
Mm-hmm.
Who's been token today, I wonder, says Richard. Why is John sad, says Lisa.
Well, some days Jake's not here, and there's a lot to putting this show together and moving the cameras and the
Let
banners.
me see your
and
sad
everything.
face. Okay, so we go from weed vending machine to baby kangaroo loves pouch. At a sanctuary in Alice Springs, Australia, an orphan Joey named Terry sure loves his cloth pouch.
We just had one of these on the set just recently.
We did. Mm-hmm. Hang on just a second. Daw. Hang on. How long's the video?
It's got another 4 seconds, but it'll just repeat.
Yeah, keep it repeating.
It must be kind of like an instinct thing, always looking for that pouch to jump in. Now, the one we had on the set was a little bit bigger than this one.
Yeah.
But I guess kangaroos are like Australia's deer.
They're everywhere.
They don't have deer, but they have so many kangaroos, and people, it's the type of thing where they jump out in front of your car, and then it's like, well, hit another kangaroo.
Hang on. I've got the song for this. I swear I do.
I'm so curious. What is it?
There's an old Australian stockman lying, dying. And he gets himself up onto one elbow and he turns to his mates who are gathered around and he says, "Watch me wallabies feed, mate. Watch me wallabies feed. They're a dangerous breed, mate. So watch me wallabies feed all together now. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down. Keep me cockatoo cool, curl. Keep me cockatoo.
Keep me cockatoo cool. Tie me kangaroo down, sports. Tie me kangaroo down. That's it, hanging on the shed all together now. Chantel Vaughn, the owner of a gym in Rockhampton, Queensland, walked into work on Tuesday and discovered a hole in the ceiling of her business. She said she figured it was just a possum, so she went about working like it was nothing. 2 days later...
Hold on, let's stop there. Isn't that a little bit ridiculous? Oh, it was probably just a possum.
I'll just keep working.
I'll just go on with my day.
2 days later, she received a text from her cleaner about a massive snake inside the gym. The snake didn't pose much of a problem because it was so full. There could be a possum possibly in there.
Yeah. I'm guessing maybe this gym had a possum problem, and that was what she was thinking. But that's a terrifyingly large snake.
That there is a snake.
And they spent 2 days just continuing to teach classes at the gym and pretend nothing was wrong, and I guess there was a giant snake digesting a possum in the corner.
We have something rich and compelling?
Yes, we do. Hold on. Okay, before we move on to that.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see, I'll buy you some time. We'll see what the people are saying. Oh, wow, that's a big python, says Leslie. Helen, ugh, another snake, yuck.
Okay, I got it.
Andrea says, this is why I choose to live.
Those are caterpillars on parade.
What in the world? Where did you find that?
Apparently, this is something caterpillars do. They find a procession and they follow head to tail. And this is a really, really long one. This was just shot yesterday. I couldn't find out where this was.
Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? And then they got the Great Escape music going too. Yeah, I know.
How big are these caterpillars?
I mean, they look... It's hard to tell. There's a stick in the background, so we could use that. There's no banana for scale, so...
Is that a banana?
No, that's a Reddit joke. There's always
A banana for scale?
someone will have a banana. They'll say this is for scale, so you can see, and it's like, well, what size banana? Doesn't matter.
Clearly, I'm not on Reddit enough. Love the caterpillar, says Jan. Or caterpillars, as my cousin once called them. Gwen thinks nature is awesome. Tim says no more snakes, puppies instead.
I don't have puppies, but the next one is pretty good.
The baby hippo?
Yeah, ready?
Baby hippo time. Young Fiona. Oh boy. Look at that. She found the shower. She eventually took a nap with the water running.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about this? What is your nickname, by the way? This animal's name is Fiona. Our bowl of bacon today on my Facebook page. Oh, you can go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Bowl of bacon today. What is your nickname that somebody calls you, or what nickname do you?
You don't know mine?
What is your nickname? You have a nickname?
Of course I do. Well, not. Well, I guess I have a couple.
Steve?
No. Around here, when I first started, everyone
Click on
thought
John.
I looked a little bit like Edward Snowden. So one of my nicknames around here is Snowden. When I lived in Budapest, my nickname was Johnny Walker, because I had walked across a lot of the continent to get to Budapest, and my name was
enjoy
John,
scotch.
and I also drink scotch, so it just worked on a couple different levels. Wait, what's yours?
Don't have one.
Oh,
When I was in college, it was Joker.
yeah.
Remember Joker from,
Batman?
Batman, but also Full
The
Metal
deck of
Jacket.
cards? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yep, Joker. I think there's people from Shaw Hall at Michigan State who don't even know my name's Jason. They probably just, whatever happened to Joker? Let's move along to, as cute as the baby hippo is, mariachi band interruption. A group of Coloradans trying to get in touch with their state senator. The group says they spent months calling his office with no response, so they took matters into their own hands. They found out his next scheduled speaking engagement, and they brought some extra help. Yep, a 6-piece mariachi band.
Here it is. I like this. The security guard just shakes his head. No, you guys got to stop. Ole!
Turn your head and cough. Lisa Pizza. Sombrero Power. Good morning to you, Ronald. Patty was Flatsy Patsy. Again, on my Facebook page, at Jason Carr TV, we have the bowl of bacon for today, which is, what is your nickname, or what nickname do you use for somebody else? Munich-based Lilium Aviation announced an important milestone yesterday, the first test flight of its all-electric 2-seat vertical takeoff and landing prototype.
Meet George Jetson. Pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how much they're going to cost. It's top speed of 300. I guess it's kind of more planned for city use as opposed to traveling long distances. But I don't know. They haven't done a piloted test run. It's always been by remote so far.
Oh, please! The
I know.
FAA is never going to approve that.
Well,
We're never going to have flying cars because the FAA is going to no. They're going to know everything.
that's why they need to be autonomous. We need to let the FAA drive them.
Skinny McKinney is in the house. I would love to have one of those.
Yeah.
Well, who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't want to walk outside their fishing village hut and see a giant iceberg menacing the coast. Who wouldn't want to see that? I'd want to see that. Like that. You got a video?
Yeah, I found some video.
Well, see, we need a banana for scale.
Yeah.
Because that picture, the original picture showed the house in the foreground. This is a mammoth iceberg that is floating off the coast of
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Fairyland, Newfoundland. What strange names for cities they must have there.
Fairyland. Again, there's if you can find it, there's a picture on the web that shows a little fishing hut in the foreground on the beach, and this thing looming massively in the background. Can you imagine?
Well, apparently it's drawing a whole bunch of tourists to the town, which is I'm assuming Newfoundland doesn't get a whole lot of tourism, but icebergs draw tourists. Icebergs, they draw tourists.
Icebergs draw tourists. Kind of like fine art.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put yourself up?
Yeah.
Anyway. For comparison's sake.
It's really good.
You can have that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep it up here.
Sad John. Let me plug back in here. Mm-hmm. Chuck, do you have a beef? Do you have a beef? Chuck's got a beef. He's always got a beef. Chuck on the assignment desk here. I heard you talking about what's new in the news. What were you telling about earlier?
Oh, the Southfield thing?
Yeah.
I guess my beef is people, scam artists. I mean, they're in a solid living. Right? Just go there, pay your taxes.
What's going on? Somebody's scamming Southfield?
So, Southfield Police, and they just sent out the release. I haven't read it.
Chuck.
Chuck. Southfield Police sent out had a scam artist get two counts. Home improvement guy, ripping people off, taking money up front, and then jumping ship. I mean, really, dude? Really?
So if you live in Southfield or that area, beware of a guy kind of like a door-to-door Fuller Brush salesman type who is scamming people, taking money up front and then never doing the work. So be careful out there.
Yeah, you're really not supposed to do the money up front. You gotta wait until at least a little bit of work gets done, right?
What's that?
You're not supposed to give people money up front, right?
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
That's you're just asking for it.
Pretty good likeness, says John Daniel. Impressive, Jason, says Andrea. Impressive. Most impressive. The pupil has become the master. A drawing of you I will make. I have no idea why we've gone full Star Wars. Contractors can and do often ask for a deposit. Todd says, don't trust anyone. There's that there as well. I gave away my papers. What?
You can have these ones. I'll keep the picture.
So let's see this 4-year-old barber again.
Yeah.
Would you let this kid cut your hair?
I would. I mean, if this kid, do you want a haircut? You can't just tell this kid no.
Yeah, he bursts into tears.
Yeah, no. But apparently he's doing well. A lot of people are asking for him when they walk in, which is cool.
Good Yoda, Jason. Make a drawing of yourself. I already did.
See, and I'm all for child labor laws and stuff, but this kid is learning a great skill. He's helping out around the shop. I mean, my uncle owns a hair salon. When I was his age, I was sweeping up the hair, And
hair salon or a barber shop?
It was both, I guess. But I'd sweep up the hair. That was like my first job. But I wasn't as skilled as this kid.
Here, somebody wanted me to draw a picture of myself, so. Oh, can you see that?
Maybe if I darken it, darker.
Which one do you like? Which one do you like better? I think yours is better than mine.
Yeah, mine's quite incredible.
Live in the D today, we're going to have Greg Russell on talking the new movies that are in theaters.
Oh, that's right. It's Friday.
It's movie day. Whoop, whoop. Including that Rosario Dawson movie that Tati's all like hepped up to see. I don't know anything about it, but apparently it's supposed to be a good one. I am the only one in my family who does not have a nickname. Interesting. Spencer watches every day.
Every day.
Spencer Saltzman. Another great name. Kind of like Francesca Catanese.
Hey, you want to see a boat? Take a look at this boat.
Freighter?
Oh, it's a freighter, a boat. Yeah. There's a ship out there. I don't have it available, but there's a website that you can track all the freighters moving through the Great Lakes. It
There
really
is.
all over
Yes,
the
there
world.
is.
But I'm not going to pull that up right now to find out what the name of this boat is. It'll take me a minute. But while we're in the interim, let's take a look and see what giraffes
Oh,
are
hey,
doing.
look, it's the baby giraffe. Still not named.
Still not named. And
Can you
today,
go full? Can you go full?
Today is the last day that this live stream is available. They are taking the camera down.
Midnight tonight?
I don't know what time. Ken, do you know what time?
Don't
Just-
make sad
yeah,
John
sometime
even
today.
sadder. He said, don't make sad John even sadder.
Oh, I know. It is. I mean, it's. I was expecting them to keep it up for another couple of weeks.
Well, if nothing else, if not for the sponsorship, I mean,
Yeah.
the longer they keep it up and the more people watch, the more loot they can generate.
So this is the last day to watch it. If you want to see the baby giraffe in April after that, you're going to have to go to New York and see him in person. But I'm wondering, I'm sure that zoo or safari park is going to have the best attendance this summer that they've ever had.
It was, I mean, a formerly obscure zoo, right? Nobody had ever heard of it before, except for those local. Rebecca says, I agree, no giraffes. So over it.
Well, there will be something that will replace it. It just has to happen naturally, you know.
Something's going to replace the giraffe?
Oh yeah, we'll all start watching another live stream here soon.
Well, certainly not this.
No.
Camera comes down at 4:30 today, says Jennifer Vance.
Oh, okay. 4:30. So get your giraffe in.
Get your giraffe going, yeah. All right, got to go get ready for Live in the D. Everybody have a wonderful weekend.
Stay classy, Detroit. Jason Carr Live was sponsored by the Mike Morris Law Firm, 855 Mike Wins.